BodyBags, where horror lies.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to BodyBags. It's week 153 and Bourgie86 here again. Now, the film I got for you guys today is a film from 1975. It's an Italian film, and I was really stoked to check this one out. And it goes by the title of The Night Child. Yes, this film is directed by Massimo Dalllamano. If you don't know who he is, he's most notably known for directing giallo classics like What Have You Done to Solange and What Have You Done to Your Daughters. And it's also starring Richard Johnson, who's actually in my favorite horror film of all time, Zombie, the Lucio Fulci classic. He's also in The Haunting, which is another awesome film, and he's in a similar film that's kind of similar to this one called Beyond the Door, which is another Italian, well, I'll get more into that when I get into the plot of this one. But it also stars Joanna Cassidy and Nicolette Emily, who plays the title character of the Night Child, who's a very interesting young actress that I really know a lot of her films because she's always in a lot of these Italian films. She did 2 films with Bava, and then years later she did a film with Lamberto Bava. She actually was in Demons in the 80s, and she plays the stewardess of the movie theater, the redheaded one. That is her, and that's really cool that I figured it out, because I'm like, why does this girl look so familiar in all these films? And I figured it out because she is in a lot of Italian horror films. Now, the main plot of this one, Richard Johnson's character, he's this researcher for art, and he decides to finds this painting that he wants to do research on and do a piece on. And he takes his young daughter. He's a widower because his wife just passed away in a terrible fire. The daughter is kind of in this state of mind where she's still overcoming with her mother's death. So they all go to Italy to do a research on this painting, but in a scene earlier, which is kind of weird, Emily is playing and finds this medallion that belonged to her mother. So she asked her father if she could wear it, and he said yes, and she wears it. So once they get to Italy, they do research on this painting, which has something to do with the devil and shit in it, because the devil is on the painting. And there's this backstory with the painting being done by this young witch. And then what ends up happening is Emily starts to act very strange. There's a few deaths that happen with some of the characters are surrounding her, and we find out that Emily was possessed by this young child that was a murderess. And it's up to the father trying to figure out the mystery of what's going on with his daughter and trying to stop it before it's too late. That's pretty much the main plot of the film. Now, my thoughts on it, as you can tell with a plot like that, it's pretty much a possession film mixed with a giallo sense. That's the way I would describe this film. Of course, Beyond the Door, the film I was alluding to, also starring Richard Johnson. It's pretty much the same thing, a film inspired by the Exorcist type of Italian ripoff film. But this one has a little more mystery to it, because it has these elegant musical score done by who did the music? I can never pronounce his name right. Stefano Cipriano did the score for this film, and it's just really elegant and beautiful throughout it. It's probably the highlight of the film. Now, acting's really good. We got Richard Johnson, who's a very underrated actor, if I may add it, because he's always good and brings his A game to his performances, even in these certain types of films. And he does an elegant job as always, because he's actually a very underrated actor, and his performance and his emotions and chemistry with the main leads and his daughter are really elegant and pure by heart and really good. And the other actress, because this is the English dub version, Nicolette Emily is dubbed in this film, which is okay because once you watch a lot of like Italian films, you notice like the childs are dubbed, but the only problem is the voice that they use for her dub is pretty misleading because it doesn't fit her, like the way the character is portrayed, in my opinion. But it still works for like the most part because of the scenes and stuff. So it didn't really bother me that much, but because I'm used to this anyways in like Italian cinema. Yeah, but the musical score, the sceneries, because you know Massimo Dalllamano was a cinematographer before he was a director, and there's a lot of great like shots in this film. Now, my main gripe with it though, if I had to be honest, the film has like this slow build up in the beginning, and then like there's a scene that happens, and then it gets slower, and the mystery happens, and it starts being mystifying, and it doesn't really pick up till like maybe like the third act of the film. And it's kind of like some scenes are like, I think they could have been like edited in other places of the film, if that makes any sense. But it's still a great watch for like if you're a fan of it, like Italian cinema and Italian horror films. Massimo Dalllamano did a great job directing it because his style and elegance as a director and a cinematographer is really beautiful. But yeah, it's just a little too slow for my likings, but it works out because it does have some like great acting, and the ending does pay off in my opinion. So if I had to rate The Night Child, I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Really great stuff from the early middle 70s. So yeah, check it out. This is the Code Red edition, of course. I know Arrow Video has this out on DVD if you're interested in that one. Check out the film either way. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for The Night Child. Alright guys, that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll be back next week with another one. So I'll see you then. Peace out.